Hi everyone, it's Andrea over at Sewspire.com and I'm here with another last minute holiday gift idea for you. Today we are going to transform 2 fat quarters, an 18-inch double pull YKK zipper, and some quilt batting into a lovely zippered bag, which is a lot of fun to make, and as you can see, uses a few materials which you probably have on hand. You will have 2 exterior panels that are 9 by 14 and 2 interior panels that are also 9 by 14. For the exterior panels, you are going to be backing those with a like-sized piece of quilt batting. Fusible fleece is also a great option for this project, as is the Annie Soft and Stable. If you wanted a very rigid project, you could use a fusible interfacing. You might even consider combining a fusible with the quilt batting. And if you are working with a home decor or a canvas, you might be able to eliminate the batting and interfacing entirely. Okay, so I have my exterior panels with the quilt batting on the back. I want to take my 18-inch zipper, pull those zipper pulls towards the center, and I want to center that zipper on top of one of these exterior panels with the right side facing down. Then I'm going to take one of my interior panels and position that on top of that zipper with the right sides facing down. You can use clips or pins to secure this zipper sandwich here. And then I am going to stitch right across the top of there as close as I can to the zipper teeth without striking them. And once I reach the zipper pulls, I'm going to have to lift up my presser foot, sink the needle, and move those pulls past so that I can continue on. Don't forget to lower that presser foot. And then after I have stitched across the top there, I'm going to flip that lining to the back of this so it's right side facing up, and I'm going to turn the project over so the zipper pulls are facing up. I'm going to smooth all of this fabric out, make sure that that batting doesn't have any lumps or bumps in it, and then I'm going to top stitch right across the top of that to secure all of those layers. So on the front here I have my exterior, on the back I have my interior, That stitching keeps everything in place, and the zipper is sandwiched neatly in between there and nice and secure. Now again, I want to bring my zipper pulls to the center, and I am going to position my remaining exterior panel right sides down on that zipper. At this point, I like to turn that over so that I can see what I'm working with. The zipper tape is aligned at the top of that exterior panel, which is facing up on my surface there. The zipper pulls are facing down. Now I want to take my remaining interior panel, right side facing down, and line that up along the top with that zipper tape. And I want to make sure my sides are fairly even, and I am going to secure all those layers with a couple of these long pins. And then I'm going to do the same thing and stitch right across that top, getting as close as I can to the zipper teeth without going over. Once I get close to the zipper pulls, I'm going to reach in, lift up my presser foot and sink the needle and move those past the presser foot. Then I'll lower the presser foot and continue on my way. And now I should have on the back side 2 interior panels, right sides facing up. I want to smooth out that one that I have not top stitched yet. When I turn that over, I should have 2 exterior panels, right sides facing up. And again, I'm going to push that fabric back away from that zipper so it grips that quilt batting nice. And I'm going to top stitch right along that zipper to secure the exterior layers, the batting, and the interior lining. So this is what the front looks like. I have a beautifully installed zipper. This is what the underside looks like. Now I want to make sure that that zipper is open, and I want to pair up my interior and my exterior layers. And I'm going to stitch across the bottom of the exterior, and I'm going to stitch across the bottom of the interior, but I am going to leave a 4-inch gap at the center of the interior. I want to back stitch at the beginning and the end of that. So I'll start with the exterior first using 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. I'm going to stitch right across that bottom edge. And then working across the interior bottom edge again, I'm going to stitch in using 5/8 of an inch, stop towards center and back stitch. Go ahead and break that thread and skip forward about 4 inches and start over. So now I have my little hole here at the bottom, and I want to go ahead and reach inside and turn this project right side out. So this is what it looks like. I still have my little hole at the bottom. So now I want to get my zipper here so that it is back at center. I have 2 zipper pulls here. I want to get them towards center, and I want to have these zipper teeth laying on top of that base seam that we just created. I want to get as many wrinkles out of this seam as I can, so just smooth, smooth, smooth. So this is a nice flat pancake. Now I want to create a couple little pulls right here. So I'm going to use this exterior fabric, and I'm going to take 2 3-inch cuts off of that. So I have 2 2.5 inch by 3-inch pieces of material, which I am going to fold in half there to get a 2.5 inch by 1.5 inch piece of material, and I'm going to stitch down those short sides to create this little zipper tab. I want to turn that right side out and poke out those corners good and give that a nice press. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with that second piece of fabric, just folding that in half and stitching those short edges with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Turning that around, poking out those corners, and then I'm going to give it a good press. And now I have 2 tabs that are finished around 3 edges, and I'm going to position those so that they are laying on top of the zipper and the raw edge is even with the raw short edge. Okay, now using 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, I'm going to stitch down both of those short edges. I'm going to take care when I'm coming over those zipper teeth and those tabs. And now I want to trim that down to a 1/4 inch on the right and the left hand short sides. And then I am going to reach inside there and turn this wrong side out again. Going to smooth everything down. I want to bring those zipper pulls in towards the center on each side. And I want to take care to make sure everything's nice and smooth. And then I'm going to come across the short edge using 3/8 of an inch seam allowance and encase that outer raw edge. And then I can go ahead and open up that zipper again. So now I'm going to fashion a corner at each side there. So you want to take this bulkier seam and get that centered at the side. So you have a nice triangle there. And then measure across there 4 inches. And you're going to stitch that 4-inch spans there. And that is what's going to give this project its boxy shape there. But we have to create these corners on each of these sides. So there'll be 4 corners in total. And again, you're just centering that French seam there and stitching 4 inches across. And I'm just able to press in a line there with my nail, but you're welcome to measure and mark that. So after you get all of your 4-inch corners in, we want to temporarily turn this project right side out. And it is super cute. I love the addition of the little tabs there. and poke out those corners, and then get the measurement of your base here, which should be roughly 5 inches across by 8 inches long, and then cut out either some stiff interfacing, a thin plastic placemat, perhaps even some pliable cardboard, although that would be my last option for you, just because in case it gets wet, you don't have a lot of choices. I'm using some Pellon 70, which is a nice stiff non-fusible interfacing, and I have 2 layers of that, and it's a 5 by 8 piece, and I'm just going to stitch around all 4 sides to make it one piece. And then I'm going to true up those edges to 1/8 of an inch. And then I want to turn my project back inside out. And in case you were wondering, this is why we left that opening in the base. So now I want to fold my base in half there and insert that in between the lining and the exterior. Open that up in there so that it reaches the corners. And then I want to align the opening and stitch right across there to close that up. And then for the last time, you're going to turn this project right side out, push that base down in there so it grips that batting, poke out those corners, and these little side corners here, they should sit against the front and the rear walls to add stability to those front and rear panels. Keep smoothing that base until it sits nice and flush in there. And then you have a really stable boxy tote with a nice base in it. Definitely stands on its own, and you can see the base has much more stability with that hidden hard bottom base inside of there. And it doesn't really use any additional fabric to like create a removable insert inside of here. And then you can use the little tabs on the side there to pull open your zippers. If you wanted to embellish this even further, you could add some little pulls, some fabric pulls to these zipper ties, or perhaps even clip some beads or some little metal tags to that. So this is adorable, and I personally would love to receive this for Christmas, so I know that it would make a nice gift for anyone on your holiday list, because you could craft this from more masculine fabrics and give it to any man in your life as well. So the height on this is 3.5 inches, and then we know the depth is 5 inches and the length is 8 inches. So it's a wonderful size, and again, just crafted from 2 fat quarters, an 18-inch zipper, some quilt batting, and a smidgen of your choice of material for the base of this project. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will be back soon with another last minute holiday gift idea for you. If you haven't had a chance yet, please do like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my future tutorials. Thanks so much for sewing with me today, everyone. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next video.